Warm greetings to you, the audience. I go by the name of Dera Mutula, bachelor student in Faseg and also member in Faseg English Club. So, as we delve into the intricacies of English language education within our faculty, it's my privilege to engage dialogue with our esteemed assessor. So, this interview, we're going to aim gaining so much methodologies, challenges, and future directions of English language education within our community. So, honored to share this interview with you, dear assessor.
I am Abou Kane, Professor of Economics and Vice Dean or Assessor of the faculty. First of all, I wanted to thank you for coming here today to engage this dialogue with me on learning English in our faculty.
Yeah. Can you explain us why it is crucial that students at the university learn English?
Yes, it is very important to learn English nowadays because, as you know, in research area and in academic area, English is the language that people use the most. It is very widely used in economics and in other domains. Uh, I did not have personally the opportunity to learn in English-speaking country, but in my professional career, I had the opportunity to travel a lot in English-speaking countries, and I know that if you don't speak English, you can have some difficulties to have some partners in the market, in the job market and in the research area. That's why it is very crucial that our students learn English before engaging their career in the job market.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can being bilingual enhance a student marketability in that market?
Yes, you know, it can be very difficult to be bilingual if you live in a French-speaking country. But we know that some organisms or some enterprises work in English and they have partners in English. For instance, you have some NGOs or some other enterprises that are bilingual because they come from English-speaking countries like the US or UK or other countries. And if you have some internships in those sectors, you can enhance your English. But in our administration, unfortunately, they we don't use enough this language. That's why some of our students can have many problems to enhance their English.
Okay. So, in your many years of teaching, have you seen any difference in the performance of your colleagues who are proficient in English and those who are not?
Yes, of course. Those who are very fluent in English can have partners that the others cannot have because in some research project it is important to speak English and to write in English and some of our partners like the World Bank or IMF or other universities that are based in the US or sometimes in Canada or in UK. prefer having some partnership with professors that can understand what they say and what they write. And sometimes they send their own students here in Dakar, and if these students come here, they have to work with professors that can help them in their research work. That's why the professors who are fluent in English can have more opportunities compared to those who don't speak English at all.
Okay. So, how does this faculty ensure that students who have access in English language resources to maybe improve their skills?
We have we have English in our curricula since some years. I don't know exactly when, but I know that now we try to enhance English for our students, but we know that it is not sufficient because the number of hours is very weak, and we don't have some opportunities to practice English, because we can just have a course on English, some structures, grammatical structures, and so that and so on. But you have to practice English in enterprises, or even here in the faculty to enhance. That's why we know that English club, for example, can help a student to complete this part of their training in English, because the faculty has not means to do that. And having an English club can help students to practice in English, to practice English.
So, how do you think that the English club can collaborate with your faculty members to help students and support them to improve their English proficiency?
English club can organize with the faculty some conferences or some courses in English, and we just have to find when and where, because we have not enough place to do all our courses, but we can find arrangements with English club to have some hours where students can practice English.
So now let's maybe tackle another question. When in your training did you realize that English is a necessity?
When I was, I think in 2006 or 7, I had the opportunity to benefit from financing support from African Economic Research Consortium, which is based in Nairobi in Kenya. They accepted French speakers and English speakers, but I realized that when you don't speak English in this organization, you could have many problems to do your research, to conduct your research first, and to benefit from all this opportunity. That's why I realized that it was very important to learn English and to read English, because in the research area, all most of the research, most of the resources are in English. It is written in English, and even if you are not very fluent in speaking, you have to be able to understand what is written in English. And I had also the opportunity to go to the World Bank in Washington before this, in 2005, for some months. I have been to UK, Oxford University, to work with other researchers. I realized that it was very important for us to enhance our English. Since now, I am I know that my English is not very good at all, but I can understand what they say and what they write and what they do in research, and it's important. But you, young student, you can you can do you can be more you can perform more in English compared to us, because you can have other opportunities that we did not have when we were students.
Okay. So, can you tell us which means you use to be fluent in English or maybe to get some skills in English language?
Yeah, I am not fluent in English, but I I followed some courses in English at Suffolk University, and I and since I traveled a lot in English-speaking countries, I use this mean also to enhance my English, because by traveling and going in some universities where English is the main language, you are obliged to try to be fluent, even if I am not.
Okay. So, please, as your final word, can you please share some piece of advice for students or maybe workers in economy who want to improve their level in English?
Yes, in economics, I can say that 95% of research are published in English. Even the French speakers write in English now. And if you want to be a good economist, you are obliged to learn English. Otherwise, you can miss something in your training. As I said, uh, we are French speakers, but we have to do efforts to enhance our English skills, to have more partners, and to benefit from all the researches that are produced in English.
Okay, so thank you for answering to all our questions. Can you please share a last word?
Yes, I just have to thank you for coming here and to encourage the English club to do all efforts to enhance English skills for students in Faseg, because I said English is crucial in economics and management. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you, Mr. Khan, for your time and collaboration, and thank you to the audience. And stay tuned for other exciting updates to stay with us in this journey together for the best.